legends revolve. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal past. The IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip that spec, pumping dumb dreams. Holy grail whispers, tear at the seams. Market spikes in the rumor mill's breath. Crossovers ink the line of death. Footnotes trace the collector's code. White pages pure in a mylar hold. Investment grade, sealed in a tomb, but the panels still scream, they boom. Back issue fire, collector's sin. Every variant cover pulls you back in. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal past. IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip it, press it, spec it, grade it. Canon's eternal, you can't escape it. KSU, Arc eternal, bleed through you. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal past. IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip it, press it, spec it, grade it. Canon's eternal, you can't escape it. KSU, Arc eternal, bleed through you. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal blast. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. It's more than a run. It's the crossover you can't outrun. The IzzyVerse lives on. The IzzyVerse lives on.
What's up, everybody? And before you say anything, he's on his way. So I love the screaming. Let me go ahead and take some time to say what's up to the folks in the chat. Cowabunga from White Tiger. What's going on, my man? And yes, Cliff is, as he says it, he's in the driveway right now. Shout out to DJ Lynx. I'll be seeing you tomorrow, my good man. And I saw that a couple of drops for C3 that came out. That was pretty awesome. So we'll talk a little bit more about that when Cliff arrives. Also, we got Huraton in the house. What's going on? It's a lot of stuff we're going to talk about there. Garfwan 40. Yes. What's up, everybody? What's up, chat? And Grizzlebees, a new dungeon crawler Carl came out today. It is really good. Oh, I'm happy for you. All right, Random Reese is in the house. Don't get to see you every day. So how you doing, my man? How's it going, Kev? All right. I like this intro. It gives me time to remember to turn the TV down for the impending Izzy and Cliff shenanigans, thus not waking up the entire household. You are correct, my good man, because we don't know what to expect in this show, in this environment. So we want to make sure it's nice and loud. I said it right there. It's in the promo. Let's get loud because you already know what's gonna happen. All right. Hello, hello. All right, and that's Dale of Suspense, and that's everybody in the chat. And like I said, Cliff is on his way. He should be up here any moment now. Guys, it was a fun time, man. This week, I've done a lot of cool things, and this weekend I'm actually going to be celebrating an anniversary with the missus. So we're gonna hopefully we'll probably get to do some fun stuff. I know there's other things happening as well, but yeah, that's happening this weekend. I know yesterday I did the Jack Kirby Street signing, which was fantastic. I'll talk a little bit more about that when Cliff gets here. But while we are all here, just want to remind everybody of a few things. First and foremost, Sketchy Show is back, and we'll have another episode come this Friday. What am I going to draw? I don't know yet. We'll find that out soon. In fact, we'll talk a little bit more about that because I do have a big announcement for you guys that are watching about the Sketchy Show. So once Cliff jumps in, I'll talk a little bit more about that. But if you are going to HeroesCon, I am taking commissions. I just got the email about the tables. They haven't assigned them just yet for us, but it sounds to me like they're supposed to be going up within a day or two. So once I know the table number for HeroesCon, I will make sure you guys know exactly where I'll be hanging out with, and I'll be hanging out with Roscoe. So me and Roscoe will be tabling together. So that's going to be some fun stuff happening there. Yeah. So let's see. He's still not here. Where is that guy? He said he was in the driveway. Last I saw, he said he was in the driveway. But you guys know what I always do in these shows. So let's go ahead and show it off here. Bam. All right. So it's really cool. This is what I'm going to do today. Today is a little different. So still same rules apply as beforehand. If you leave a super chat of any size, you get to pick one of the 4 icons in the corners. Once all 4 get selected, we go to the big one in the middle. The big one is an exclusive comic book of significant value. So that's there. But here's the added bonus. If you leave a super chat of $10 or more, that's where it's under the goals. If you leave a super chat of $10 or more, you'll also get a sketch card from yours truly. I'll make sure you get a sketch card. If you're at HeroesCon, I'll make sure I'll hand it to you. If you're not going to HeroesCon, I'll make sure I'll mail it out to you. I can send that out in standard mail. So that's what I'll do. And that's going to be all the way through HeroesCon. I'll try to see if I can make this like an ongoing thing if you guys like it. But there you have it, guys. A super chat of any size will get you to pick any one of these pieces, any one of these icons. But a super chat of $10 or more will get you a sketch card. I already have 3 sketch cards I got to do from the previous show, from the Sketchy Show. So I have those going on, but you are going to get a fully rendered sketch card. That's some cheap little sketch. You're going to get a sketch card with some color work and all that fun stuff to go there. Cliff is still not here, but Garfon, she went ahead with the $2 super chat. So thank you so much. Let's find out what's the turtle. See, I wish, you see, now I wish he was here because I like asking him. So should we give Cliff, so Garf, should we give Cliff a moment? Should we give him a moment, or should we just, there he is.
Look at Garf Wong starting things off with a super chat. Look at
Yep. So
look at me crushing crashing into existence like Superboy Prime.
Are you a fan of Critical Drinker? I have no idea what Critical Drinker is. Do you know what Critical Drinker is?
I do not, but it sounds dangerous.
All right. It does. All right. Oh, sit. Look, she said, wait for Cliff.
Yeah, girl, love you, baby.
So,
Love
Cliff,
you.
before we reveal the first one, I was telling everybody from the chat that we are going to do things slightly different for today, but we're moving forward for a little while. Any super chat of $10 or more, you will get a sketch card. That doesn't mean you can't leave a super chat like Garth did for any size. So let's find out what the turtle is. Ready for it?
Yes.
The turtle is Comics the Magazine, issue number 3. That will be this one right here.
Yes.
We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I believe there's an interview with
And I hear it's a really good one.
Yeah, so there's that. They still got me with their top 10s. Their top 10s are still weird to me. But
Their top 10s are clearly stated to be aggregated from stores that are using the Comics Pro software.
But they're saying Amazing Spider-Man #1?
And again, it is partially true because Tom Brevoort, whose ass you were licking yesterday, okay, at Jack Kirby Day,
I told you he was here. I just showed you he was there.
Yeah, well,
I showed you he was there. I didn't tell you I had a monstrous conversation, dude. I was not doing anything with Tom Brevoort.
You could have asked him.
Oh my goodness,
licking his ass.
It's not the place.
Ass. All right, as he keeps Peter and Mary Jane apart, time and time again.
First and foremost, I spoke to CB. I never got to speak to Tom.
Actually like a really sweet gentleman?
No, CB's a great guy. CB's a great guy. All right. We also have a super chat from our good pal Rattlesnakes Comics with the $1.99. So with that being said, Rattlesnake, you also get to pick the next icon. So we got the turtle out. Look at that. Cliff has gone from 0 to 100 already. You got to look at the chats from earlier. So you know what's going on. Because we prepared everybody for this. So
wait a second. Wait, at the beginning of the chat.
You gotta look at the beginning of the chat.
Cowabunga, aliens, yo Izzy, what's up, everyone?
You gotta look at the VH's one.
Turn the TV down for the Unveiling Izzy and Cliff shenanigans.
You started this. I never talked to Tom Brevoort. Meanwhile, you already started like, oh, you're kissing Tom Brevoort.
You were there licking his ass.
I was there, dude. Dude, that's disgusting, bro. That's disgusting.
Oh, that's not even the one. No, I'm actually being nice. I'm using the PG-13 Cliff. I could go double X-rated Cliff.
Oh my god. Yeah, but that's pretty nasty already. We're talking about how old is he already?
Okay, let's be clear. While you were there sucking the Simbi right out of him, all right?
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that makes it. That definitely makes it better. So
yeah, no,
Rattlesnake.
No, I'm taking it up to notch. That's it.
Oh God, help me. We'll talk about the event.
As it is, Cliff.
Oh, Black Spiders. I'll definitely. I'll get you for this one. Black Spiders. I know where you live. You got something down on this. All right. So Rattlesnake went with the Moon Knight, but is it a Moon Knight?
I'm suspecting Moon Knight. It's that or it's Sailor Moon. Which one is it going to be?
Aha. How about it's neither?
You are the one.
Well, this is also reminiscent of a certain look, doesn't it? What happens every so often?
Werewolf by Night?
And what happens on what is this showing us?
You're just killing me. Just freaking click it. Let's see what it is.
That's what you want. You just want me to click it. That's it, right?
Listen, if you could lick it from Tom, you could click it from
God,
Cliff.
Here you go. It's actually an eclipse because it's Metal Men 48. Yeah, man, he is an underrated villain. I love Eclipso. There's a comic book right there. But
He
here's
is
the
the
funny
one.
thing.
Eclipso.
So, do you remember the Eclipso crossover event
Yes,
where
it was
they
the
had the
summer event, which then led into Eclipso, the Darkness Within series that ran
Right.
for about 18 issues.
which was Bart Sears, but the opening book, which had the talking about
Black
gimmick
diamond
covers
right on the cover.
with no, it was purple. It was a purple diamond. It wasn't black.
I know, but it was representing the Black Diamond.
Yes. So
Don't tell me.
I love that book, man. I have that book. The only problem is it's terrible to take care of around other books.
Yes,
because it is thick.
Well, you got to. I know all about taking care of thick. What you got to do is you got to use a Silver Age bag and stick a cardboard in the front and the cardboard in the back. That's very effective.
Yeah. But then you don't get to see the book. Oh, how would you grade that?
Oh, that's up to the grading company. I don't know.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? That is up to the grading company. You know what? Now that I'm reminded of this, I forgot to do something that I was supposed to do. Darn it. Now I'm gonna have to do it. All right. So we're down to 2. We got all right. Now that you get to see you already got 2 of them down. So you already know the turtle and you already know the eclipse. What are the other 2?
Ben 10.
Uh-huh.
And Gambit, Uncanny X-Men, or
interesting
Royals.
pick.
So I'm going with Gambit from the X. I'm going with an X-Men Gambit thing.
All right.
I'm going with the Royals. That's what I'm going with.
All right. Well, we also got Kingdom of Nerds is in the house. What's going on?
Brucey, baby. How are you?
Bruce Almighty. And Kilted Corgi. What's up? I love it. I absolutely love it. So we got those 2 left. So we got the Ben 10 and we got the cards. Like you said, Ben 10, right? Because that's what it looks like to you. And you got the playing cards. So those are what's left. Again, as I mentioned before, if you leave a super chat of $10 or more, you will also get a sketch card for it. If you leave anything before that, that's fine as well. You get to pick from there. The center book is an exclusive book. So it's the most pricey of the bunch. All right.
Ooh.
Yes, I do this for my channel members. You know what I'm saying? They get a nice big box as a result. But man, I'm mad because I realized that I screwed up somewhere. But it's okay. It's okay. So let's remove this for the time being. Poof, and we'll leave it for the 2 of us. And
just
the
2 of us.
Let me get.
We can make it if we try. Leave time out of it.
Oh,
his ass is try.
And you will know this?
Yeah. Izzy, it's my business to know this.
You would know this about Tom?
Izzy, it's my superpower. Okay, my gaydar is not perfect, but dry man's ass, I can sense it throughout the entire state of New York.
I will tell you this much. So before the event, we were hanging out at the X's Market, which was right there. Yes, I take care. And Dale has a box from me that's coming to him. So, yeah, you and I. I mean, he has a box. He already has a box, but he has another box coming to him. So, you know what? I'll talk about the event when we get to talk about the event. Let's talk about the news first, okay? I want to get to the news because there are some subject matters we got to definitely talk about that's going on in the news today. So let's get into the news. All right. I would say this is probably the biggest news of the day right now with everything that's going on. And did you hear the story? You probably did because you probably were at the shop today, weren't you?
I've been at the shop every day since Sunday. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I've been at the shop Sunday, yesterday and today. Sorry, yesterday and today.
All right. So, and I see you put your super chat in there.
I did.
2 pesos. So you get to tell me what you want.
Cards, baby. Show me
you want the playing cards. You want the playing cards, but now I'm not showing the playing cards.
Don't do it right now. Let's talk about the absolute. Okay. Let's talk about absolute damage control.
Oh, look at that! It just disappeared. Now it has to. I gotta do this again. What just happened? All right, let's talk about this. There it is. There it is. It's back. It's back. It just disappeared for a second. All right, let's talk about absolute damage control. So DC Comics proposed an answer to the Absolute Batman 20, Absolute Martian Manhunter 11, Barbara Gordon breakout damages and defects. So if you don't know what happened, here's what happened. There was a lot of defects, a lot of damaged books, and not just a little bit. We're talking about a large amount.
It was.
So go ahead, share.
Epidemic proportions.
Yes, this is bigger than Endgame. Ultimate Endgame with the blind bags. This is bigger because you have a book like Absolute Batman 20, which there are in the hundreds of thousands that were damaged. From what we're hearing. We're hearing 60. I'm hearing 65% of the orders were damaged. So talk to me. What's going on?
A lot of spine damage. Okay. Particularly with Batman. By the way, not limited to spine damage. Let's just make that clear. All right. Martian Manhunter spine damage. Batgirl, some severe spine damage. I am happy to state that the spine damage for Batgirl was very much the A cover from what I witnessed. Batman, the A cover took the most damage, but the other covers still appear to have some spine damage on the interior. The interior. So you have the beautiful cover on the outside of Dick Grayson or Jason Todd, but then you open it and there's still interior spine damage to the cover, right? And it looked like there was like a hole punch in some of them, like not like a hole.
Oh wow,
punch.
that bad?
Oh yeah. Like somebody just, I don't know, like somebody took like, you know, one of them mallets, like if you're gonna beat up a chicken breast before you fry it. Yeah, a little bit of that, a little bit of that action.
Oh, poor Robins. It was the Robins.
I know those poor Robins.
Yeah, so it was interesting when I saw this because all this stuff that's happening, now they're going to issue a whole bunch of second printings. But it's not just Batman, Martian Manhunter, or Barbara Gordon, which is a first issue from it. It's Supergirl, it's Fury of Firestorm. It's from what I'm hearing, it's the cover A's, but it's also some of the other covers, the cardstock ones, but from inside the cardstock.
Absolutely, yes.
So the cardstock is fine.
Right, but the interior is not. I just described it, yes.
Yes. So there's Tate Prime with the 10 months. Wow, Tate, hitting 10 months, man. I think he might have been even longer than that. Here's the funny part. So they're going to issue 15% credit for the variant covers order. But
which I like.
That's cool. That's at least they're making. And you know what? Good on them. You know why? Because they decided to do this fast. They didn't wait on it. They didn't sit on it. Marvel. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Marvel
they answered the call. So is this Lunar doing this or is it Penguin doing this? So because when I did talk to CB yesterday, I did talk to him about that. And he said it did happen it happened in Penguin. So it's pretty much
happened in Penguin.
Yeah. But this is Lunar.
This was Lunar. Yeah, no, Lunar saw what happened. They're like, oh no. Oh no.
Yep. All of DC.
We cannot be letting that happen. You know? Like we got the upper hand on the House of Ideas, and we must maintain that upper hand.
Must have been some crazy ass Marvel fan. And we got Tate Prime. Do I get to pick something this week? Yes, you do. You get to pick something this week. We're gonna get to that in a bit, though. My bad. No, you can say whatever you want to Black Spiders. It's perfectly fine. Give Black Spiders all the hate and love at the same time. Pardon DVH as I put my readers. All right, so they decided to do that. So they're going to issue a 50% credit for the retails will receive it for the books, but because it also affected the incentives as well.
Yes, it did.
It was nuts what happened with this. I'm just curious to see how this damage came about. But here's the one that really I have questions about. Grading companies will be made aware of the defects so they can be factored into the grades.
Yes.
What does that mean, Cliff?
In other words, knowing that there is a manufacturer defect on the first printing, right? It can, in other words, they can dismiss that from the grading. So if there is spine damage in the aforementioned spine damage area, then they should not be using that to hurt your grade.
But that also disqualifies a 9.9 or a 10. Regardless.
I mean, well, no, wait, because CGC has its own rule about double covers, and you are rated. So go ahead. You are rated on whichever cover presents best.
Okay, but at the same time, you're not going to give. But at the same time, you're not going to give a comic a 10.0 with a spine tick, even if it's a manufacturer defect.
No, but you'll get the note for the manufacturer defect, and you may still get your 9.8.
9.8, yes, I can see that. Not a 9.9, not a 10.
But you never know, because remember, Izzy, if you're one of the lucky ones and you got something somewhere in that 35% of, oh, look, mine came out really pretty, you may get that 9.9 or that 10.
Yep, CC does it all the time with fact. Yeah, no, they do it all the time, but they still don't issue 9.9s or 10s when they see that.
No,
that I know for a fact. All right, this is really a non-story in my opinion. Damages manufacturers defect has always been an issue.
You know, I'm gonna agree with him. I mean, like, this is news. Like, I mean, that's true, but like at the same time, it's like,
Yeah, but this is a big thing, you know, especially for a book like Absolute Batman specifically, and everybody's looking for this, Robin story. So what does this do in the market? So again, like you said, if you're one of the lucky few from the 35%, what do you do with your books? My suggestion is send those suckers to get graded, because you're looking at books that probably could have a good price value. Because it's going to be the case. People are going to be hunting down the books. But this is...
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. It's the highest grades cover. The top cover can be perfect. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, Bruce. But it is something to talk about. All right. Talking about something to talk about. Talking about something to talk about. Marvel reveals Spider-Man horrifying, monstrous redesign. Did you hear about this one?
Yes, are we talking about Marvel Midnight? Ooh.
So Marvel Midnight, I believe this is not about Marvel Midnight. This is actually something else.
Ooh.
This is Spectacular Spider-Man transforms into a monster in this new redesign. Marvel released a teaser for the upcoming Hulk War from the creative team of Philip Kennedy Johnson and Nick Klein, giving fans their first look at this monstrous new take. Spider-Man's horrific appearance was fully featured in Amazing Spider-Man 1000, Queen in Black, CGD comic giveaway. Free comic book day, guys! Number 1, the Hulk War and the Infernal War. They got a typo there. The Infernal Hulk, a demon who has stolen Hulk powers, set out to turn the world into monsters. I don't think that is a typo. That's the way it says. It is. So, you ready for the look?
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, the body and the giant spider and the body underneath.
Yeah, his hands are underneath. So, before we even talk about this, we got Matt from Heroes for Hire. What's up, Matt? All right. Okay. Is this confirmation that Spider-Man will turn into man spiders in the movie?
I don't think it's confirmation. I just think it's interesting.
You don't think it's you don't think it's them trying to tell us something? Because they do that all the time, especially Marvel.
Name another time where that was particularly prevalent for a movie.
Well, I can't tell you this off the top of my head because I can't remember. But I can say that they have done things where there's some kind of connection. Like what Marvel does specifically is they'll share something. Well, most recently with New Avengers, remember? Now that I'm thinking about it, when they did the Thunderbolts and then they renamed it the New Avengers. That was
Right,
to
but
coincide
that
with
book came out after the movie did that.
Well, but no, it did it within the week and they kept it a secret.
Right, but the week of the movie.
So they
Like,
knew.
in other words, like, yeah, no, I don't know. I do not have a lot of stuff.
But I'm not saying what I'm saying is what the comic books have been doing they have been reconditioning people to be okay with certain things so they could either do it in the movies or it's been done in the movies and then they apply it to the comics. Because I've seen that. Remember the edict to not do X-Men or Fantastic Fours or the canceled series and things like that?
Well, that one I
There's
remember
a connection.
because, you know, we had that Pelletier lunatic running around doing that, you know.
Yeah. How about not changing his appearance but putting better writers on the title?
Right?
Philip Kennedy. Philip Kennedy Johnson's a good writer.
I do like Philip Kennedy Johnson.
He's a good writer. He is a good writer. I'll give him that much. All right, T. I just ordered a copy of Ninja 3: The Dominion. The Domination on DVD. I see Spider-Boy. Marvel's playing, but I don't think it's happening. All right. Too early in the week for me to troll Marvel. So I think that's, throwing that out, I thought that was interesting that they got themselves a man spider because they know something. Of course they got to know something. So I think this is.
If it were me, I would have just reprinted I would have just released a reprint of the Man Spider incident.
Oh, but that's almost obvious. Just release the whole put an omnibus of the storyline because you could probably do that. You could do a trade when you put the stories together.
Yeah,
because the Marvel fanfare.
You could just reprint the classic cover because isn't the first appearance of Morbius also in the midst of the Man Spider saga?
Yes, he's part of the Man Spider saga, but that's not the actual Man Spider because the first appearance of Morbius happens when he ends up getting his 6 arms situation.
Yeah, which
Man
is good
Spider,
enough.
but the first appearance of Man Spider was in Marvel Fanfare, which was years later, at least a decade later.
Not to mention, I don't think we're getting that. I think we'll get 6-arm Spidey, or I think we'll get some situation similar to the other. Yeah. I do not think we're going to get anything near.
I don't think it's going to be as gruesome because we're still dealing with a PG-13 movie, even though you could do a lot of things with PG-13. But you got kids going to this movie. It's a PG-13. Slide it more towards a PG for Spider-Man specifically. But you also got Punisher in it, so I don't know. Just do whatever you want. All right. Okay.
All the things.
Right? Okay. Now, here's another fun one that I wanted to share with you. Would you believe they're finally doing a Youngblood 100 after how many years? And there's 6 covers and one by Robert Kirkman. Right? Cool.
Not by Kirkman.
It says Robert Kirkman. That's what it says. As a
cover?
There. I don't know what that means, but that's what it says.
No, that cannot be right.
It says it right there. Look at this. No, it says it. Youngblood 100 will be published on June 10th with covers by Todd McFarlane, Mark Silvestri, Eric Larson, Jim Valentino's returning to comics. He's been quiet for a long time. Wallace Potasio, and Liefeld himself, along with Kirkman, who is doing his first ever Youngblood cover.
Kirkman. Tyler Kirkham.
No. Well, then they screwed it up and they wrote. Yeah, I agree. It's Tyler Kirkman, but it does say Robert Kirkman up here.
Oh my God! How is this possible? Oh, now I gotta do science. Oh.
All right. So here's our first one. This is the Silvestri, which it's Silvestri. I love Silvestri. All right. I don't know. Youngblood's one of those teams that I remember their names. It's crazy to me. Like Bad Rock, Die Hard, Chapel, Shaft, and Vogue. I just remember their names. And yeah, I like Vogue. Vogue is good. Yes, they must. I agree. It must be Tyler Kirkham, but they did say Robert Kirkman. I don't know why.
Maybe
All
he's
right,
writing something in the issue. It doesn't make sense.
it's Tyler because this is it.
Right, Kirkman.
But
No,
then again,
that's Kirkman
that says Kirkman. Yeah,
and Liefeld. Okay, that's
and
weird. That's weird. I mean, it's interesting.
Did
But it's
Kirkman do a
weird.
lot of Walking Dead art in the beginning? No, he had his own artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, look, it's Robert Kirkman. He did the art. And I love this.
Apparently Liefeld begged him for this.
I love it because look at that upper body
I
and then
found
look
an
at his
article.
leg.
I found an article where like Rob said, I rarely ask anybody for anything. I hate getting turned down. I'm as sheepish as anyone else. But after learning Liefeld had asked his image founders to participate, Robert Kirkman was like, what about me? And then Youngblood launched in 1992, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it was beforehand.
But apparently I guess because of Robert's status within Image.
Yeah,
right?
because he's the what, the 8th guy, the 9th man or something like that of Image.
Yeah.
Now, because you got to give love to what's his name, Brandon Choi.
Yep.
Was it Brandon Choi? I got to give him love, man. He was there. He wrote all that. He wrote a lot of that stuff. All right. The big cat is here.
Big line cat.
All right. So this is the Robert Kirkman. I dig it. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. All right. So let's take a look at the other one here. This is a Liefeld for sure. Oh, Liefeld. You got to love him. Look at that work.
Do you?
I do. There's a part of me that loves Liefeld because what's going on with Bedrock's hands? Like, perspective here is just all over the place.
It's something, isn't it?
It's definitely so. That's why I'm saying I like it because it's like he gets to this point where he just doesn't care anymore. And it still looks stylized as opposed to a Frank Miller that just looks terrible. Like, I'm not saying this is great. I'm not saying that.
No.
But there's still work in the...
I think I told you I had a recent experience where I was going through Liefeld's Deadpool team up, and I'm like, oh my God, every page looks beautiful. This is some of his best work. What is happening here?
There's a part of him that does the job. But there's also a part of him that sells the job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So there's that one. I gotta see which is here's another one, another Liefeld. Like what is this? What's behind Bedrock? And
That's
is
her
Bedrock
hand.
naked? Oh no.
That's
he's her not. Hand.
That's what's her name's hand, yeah.
Okay, that's whoever she is, because I don't know who she is. And why is Chapel wearing what is he wearing?
That helmet thing.
Is it?
Yeah, that thing that communicates or whatever.
It's a communicator, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it took 30 years to get to issue 100.
Only.
It only took him 30 years. Only. All right. And granted, Youngblood was the very first Image comic, so yeah, it took only. Okay, so this is a character I always forget his name because he was like he was part of the second group, so there was 2 groups of Youngblood. And the other guy here in the center, I just saw him now. I forget I forget the second team's name.
Listen, don't ask me like I actually know.
6, 7. Yeah. All right. So okay, let's take a look at our next one here. This is a wireless Potasio. Okay. What do you think about this one?
I like it enough.
Okay.
I'm not like going nuts over it or anything.
Yeah, it seems like there's too much stuff going on here, but Shaft's face looks weird to me. Like, I don't know what's going on with Shaft here.
Yeah.
And I'm still not. I'm not even sure about this communicator thing that Chapel has in his head. Like it's like a neck brace to me.
Again,
So,
real weird, but you know.
no, not Wildcats. There's no Wildcats because Wildcats is now owned by Marvel, by DC.
Yeah.
Right? I hate Rob. Like, yeah, I'm with you. All right. Rob's social media presence has me annoyed, in my opinion. All right, let's see. Here.
I mean, his social media presence has been challenging. Yes.
Yes. Here's the Eric Larson piece. How do you feel about Eric Larson these days in his art style? Is he the one that's kind of like falling off?
Yeah, and like also like, by the way, I know he can do better because 2 years ago when I stood in line to see him with Lando, all right, he was busy drawing one of the most gorgeous Spider-Man commissions I've ever seen in my life come out of that man.
Oh, blood. But
so I know he could do it.
But as of late, though, he's kind of like doing the same thing as the other guys, the other veterans, where it's kind of like almost like they're phoning them in.
Okay.
I love his early Spider-Man stuff is amazing to me. But yet when he does Spider-Man today, it doesn't have that same feel. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't, because but the thing is, unlike the others, I don't know if they can do it anymore. With this guy, I know he could do it. He's just doing what's fast.
Yeah. Get the paycheck and run.
Right. And you know what? How am I supposed to blame you? I see how they treat these people.
Yeah. Well, it's still he's part of the company. All right.
Well, no.
What's up, Nerdy Geek?
Nerdy.
Isn't Chapel a villain? Well, he's part of Youngblood, so
right, but he is technically a villain for Spawn.
Yeah. Didn't they retcon that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Spawn has a very convoluted history in case anyone has missed out.
Ah, look at this one. This is
oh.
The homage of the homages.
Truly.
But this is fun because look, it's McFarlane. McFarlane did the inks.
That's nifty.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Chapel's face. Chapel's the one guy that I think he needs his hair. I like the little flat top.
You might be onto something.
Yeah. All right. So there you have it. Those are your covers. They're the retro variant by Life. So Liefeld did all the covers, it looks like. But he didn't do all the covers because Eric Larson did this one. It's clearly Eric Larson. So interesting. Yeah, and Wallace Botasio did it with Alex Sinclair. Okay. So there's your Youngblood, guys. Coming out, Youngblood 100. After 30 years, they finally did it. And that tickles my nostalgic bone.
It better tickle something after all that time you spent with Tom.
You know? All right, let's get this out for a split second and let's go back to the
Yes, I believe there's a Ben 10 symbol that I'm waiting on.
So you went first, but Tate wanted to pick. So are you gonna give Tate the opportunity to pick,
I will let Tate pick.
So Tate, you get to pick. You get the green icon or the blue icon. Those are the two that are left, Tate. So let us know which one you want, and we're going to do that. And so with that being said, the centerpiece is still up for grabs. Again, that is the biggest piece of them all. And if you leave a super chat of $10 or more, then you also get a sketch card included with that. So that's going to be part of it. And that's going to go to whoever leaves the super chat. So this is going to go for the monthly box. So Tate, you get to pick cards or the green icon. Cliffy picked 2. Well, those are the only 2 that are left. So we're going to pick them anyway.
All right, then we're picking them. We're picking them, baby.
All right. So which one you going for?
What? What did I originally say? I think I originally said the cards, right?
You went for the cards?
I wanted the cards. That was my original choice.
So the cards are, you got it right. It's Uncanny X-Men 27. It's the NetEase Marvel Rivals variant. And it's a wraparound. Did you know that?
Ooh, wrap around me, Gambit.
Oh, gosh. All right. So it's a wraparound.
You know why
so
you hired me.
I hired you? You get paid for this?
In love and affection, remember?
Okay. Bishop is in the house. What's up, Bishop? All right.
There we go.
Our last icon before we get to the centerpiece, because we got to get to the centerpiece. We got one more super chat for the centerpiece. Is in fact Ben 10 number 1, which is right here. So we are adding these pieces into the box already. It's a pretty good box already. So I put the other books already there. So the stash is already there. So that's been added to the pile. So all we need is that centerpiece. So if anybody wants to leave one super chat, again, if you leave a super chat of $10 or more, you will get a sketch card. So that being said, it's time to go back to where we were. Right? Add Cliff. Oh, Cliff is already in the box. He's in the box.
What box am I supposed? What is he talking about? Box?
No, he says add Cliff in the box. I guess he doesn't know that you're already part of the giveaway box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think
unless I'm supposed to be part of the giveaway. Ha
ha. Yeah. All right, so let's get to our next item here. So I gotta stop sharing that for a second to get to the next one, because this is the topic of discussion I really wanted to talk about. And it was about what happened this week. Yesterday, to be more precise. So it finally happened, guys. It finally happened. We have Jack Kirby Way. Look at how nice it looks. So it's in the crossroads of Delancey Street and Exis Street, which I will tell you first and foremost, this is a rough neighborhood, bro.
But it's his neighborhood.
It makes sense too. So it's a rough neighborhood, and let me just tell you, right off the bat, it's in the corner street of Delancey and Essex. So the sign is right next to the McDonald's right there. Right? That McDonald's, Cliff. And guys, I don't know if this is the same thing with your McDonald's. That McDonald's has a security guard.
So that's a meth addict McDonald's, if I'm understanding this correctly.
About 2 or 3 years ago, a guy showed up, and this had a security guard before that too, by the way. So it's not like it, because of this incident. But 2 years ago, a man showed up with a Puerto Rican machete at this McDonald's. This McDonald's is known for being crazy, but that's not what I'm here to talk about here. Yeah, this is the way, the Jack Kirby way. Somebody has to guard those Big Mac. It's close to little. No, in fact, about a block away is Beastie Boys Way, which is also pretty cool. All right, so they are working on doing a mural for the event, but what ended up happening? So yesterday, May 11th, there was the event for the Jack Kirby Way. So this is spearheaded by actually a good friend of the channel, Roy Schwartz, who I had the pleasure of meeting 5 years ago in a convention. In the convention, we had a morning reception. I like how they called it breakfast reception. It was just a morning reception, where we got there was some stuff. There was some food there. Now I'm thinking about it. We got to meet the Kirby family. I got to talk to the Kirby family, the grandkids of the Kirbys. Also, Jim Steranko was there, Jim Starling, Mike Manola, and Nocenti Market, and I can never say his name properly. Evanier, Karen Bergen, Paul Levitz, your good friend Tom Brevoort, David Bogart, and CB Cebulski. I did get to talk to CB Cebulski. So it was spearheaded by Roy Schwartz, who spent several years. It was approved about 6 months ago, but it was several years and Chris, the council member for the area, Christopher Martinet, who ended up doing it. We had a nice little get together. There was a good amount of fans there at the event. I want to see if there's any pictures here of it, but I had to pick the one with no pictures, didn't I?
Yep. That's okay. We understand.
Oh, there it is. There it is. So there's the event there. There's your good friend. Look at right there. He's right there. Look at Tom Brevoort.
Which one is he, the one all the way on the right?
So you see the guy with the white polo?
Yeah, that's him, right?
The guy in the white polo is Jack Kirby's grandson.
Oh, that's so sweet. He's handsome. Yeah, Tom is the one with the brown
Oh,
dress.
yeah. I do believe that you would say he's a good looking man. So Tom Brevoort, next to him is Paul Levitz. And shame on you, Fox News, for calling him Paul Evans. Like, how dare you guys not get his name right?
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. How can you not get Paul Levitt's name? You got the fact that he was a former president of DC Comics, especially during the 70s when they were doing a renaissance of stuff going on there, 70s and 80s. And you're going to tell me you couldn't even double check if he had his name right?
In this age.
Yeah. Double check. Shame on you. Shame on you. And that's right. I called you out.
In the age of the internet. Oh, he's got beautiful cheekbones. Look at that. Good for him.
That's also his sister right there. So I believe that's the oldest. She was there.
This.
All right. There was another family member. Let's see here. Oh, we got a little video here of the event. So let's see if I can put this out there for you guys to see it. Probably, but there it is. There's the sign. It's gonna. So that was actually the same angle I was watching from. So they pulled the sign a little bit, right? So if you look at it, and I don't think you can hear it. I can hear it, but I don't think you can hear it. You can see the sign gets pulled a little bit as they grab the rope. So the family's actually holding on to the rope. And let's take a look here. Yeah, lazy news. There it is. Now we get Jack's name. So you get to see his name, Jack. And then they count down. And here it is, Jack Kirby wig.
Yay!
That was cool.
That was nice.
That was nice. Long awaited and finally achieved. So there's the sign again. It was a great day. Here, Dean Hasfield. There's a couple of friends. So this is Dean. All right. That's Roy Schwartz there with the family behind it. If you look at the very far end, you can see Jim Starlin.
I can see him.
You see Starlin, you see Steranko there as well, Paul Levitz, and there's your good friend Tom Brevoort. There's Steranko. Okay, and there's the family. So that's the whole family. So the last girl that's there, that's holding, that's his granddaughter, who she never got a chance to meet him. So she was born, I believe, 2 years after he passed away. So, and yes, Biggie. Oh, look, Biggie versus KFC. Why would I need a street in Flushing, bro? If anything,
you could be right next to the nanny.
Yeah, but I can't be in Flushing. That makes no sense. It's gotta be Creston Avenue, babe. Creston Avenue. Someone will steal that sign. You know what? In that neighborhood, it's quite possible. It is quite possible. Right?
It's also kind of neighborhood. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's the kind of neighborhood where you might get shanked for messing with that sign. So it goes both ways.
Exactly. Not surprised they got his name wrong. The media elites look on pop culture with disdain for the most part. So here's the funny thing. So I was talking to someone from the Jack Kirby Museum, and they've been working on trying to get this street sign all the way back since the moment he passed away. They wanted to do it for his 100th birthday.
Wow.
which was nearly 17 years ago. And at the time, if you want to really look back at it, this was before the MCU was a big thing and everybody was, into comic book movies and stuff like that. So this was right during that time frame. So right before Iron Man and things like that and Batman Begins and anything like that. That's when they were working on trying to do it. And they, believe it or not, they got denied.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
They got denied, so they pretty much gave up on the project. But then, Roy, who is a comic historian, he actually wrote a really cool book about is Superman circumcised. Go check it out. It's a fun book about the story of the Jewish tradition because he's a Jewish historian as well. And he worked really hard for it. But they talked to him. They did all they could. And, they finally made it happen. So I like how they use Dean's image there. Dean's videos. But it was cool. Oh, there's Leo from Midtown Comics.
Yep.
All right. And there's the family. So that's the family. And Galactus on the phone.
He legit looks like a more handsome version of his grandfather.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
God, I love it. The cheekbones, the jawline, I love it.
What's up, Mark? How's it going, boys? All right, not surprised they got his name wrong. Oh yeah, I read that already. So there's I love Galactus is on his phone.
Yes.
And look at Doom lurking in the background. All right, and there's the event at the evening. So they did an event in the Society of Illustrated, which
Paul, and there's Jim Starlin, and there's our boy.
This Chris Claremont right there, Danny Fingeroff. That was the private event in the evening and stuff. So I knew about the event too. So, but I wanted to do my cover price, and I was tired as hell, so I got invited, but I was like, not this time. So it was cool, but I have a video coming up with some interviews that I did. And no, Tom Brevoort was not one of those interviews. But Paul Levitz was. But Paul Levitz was.
As I hope so, because Paul is a champion.
Yes, Paul was a great guy. Quick, short interviews with a couple of people from the community as well as some creators as well. It was a great time. I was so happy to be a part of it. So, so it's good stuff. And I'm so happy that Jack Kirby finally gets his flowers in his neighborhood.
I was gonna say he gets his flowers,
but look what
as usual.
While I was there, they were talking about a candy store that's around the corner, and boy, is this candy store something, bro! You ready to let me show you what I picked up at the candy store?
All the cigarettes.
How you like that? Coming soon, Izzy Street. Everybody wants to give me a street, man. Where are we gonna put our street?
Okay, but also, why is no one trying to give me a street?
They're a little worried about what's gonna be happening in your street.
You shouldn't be, okay? Because I am an upstanding member of my community. All right. You can check my Google searches and know that I'm a pervert. But I stand for community support and love. Okay. I want education, good health. I want housing. All right. I want employment support. All right. I want public internet.
Look at that. I also got Judge Dredd, the movie trading cards. Nice. They're all bubblegum and cake. No, that's the part. I didn't open it, but as I'm shaking it, I don't think they're shaped as cigarettes either. So should we open this up?
If you must, yeah.
Yeah, let's open it up, guys. Let's see. First things first, you gotta do what you gotta do with cigarettes. All right. So if anybody knows, about these cigarette packets. I'm shocked that they were actually selling them. All right. Cliff never goes incognito. Oh, well, what do you know? Look at this. You ready?
Yep. Oh, nice. I mean, it looks a little drippy. You know what I miss? I
Looks
missed
like a
the ones
joint,
that had-
actually.
I missed the ones that had like that like illuminated a little bit of fake illumination. I like that.
Yeah. So, no, the ones I liked were the ones that were wrapped with the paper and you were able to actually get like a puff of smoke. Right? You remember those? They were
Yep.
bubble gums, but they were puff. Yeah, so there you have it. So look, now you could get wow. It's minty. So it's like a mint rather than it's not gum, it's a mint. Which is even more interesting. Cool.
Interesting indeed.
All right. So there you have it, guys. Let me close this out because we don't need this. Firing it up, Izzy. Well, we still need one more, guys. We still need our
It's
last
over.
one.
It's over.
We need our last one.
It's
What's
ending.
it gonna be? It's gonna
It's
end
gonna
right
be
now.
me.
We're gonna find out what the last one in with
It's
a
gonna be me.
$2 super chat. He's they're mental. All right, with the $2 super chat, what we're gonna add to this pile? I think you're gonna be really happy with this one, Cliff. Yeah, I think you're gonna like this one. You ready for it?
I'm never ready.
Okay.
Oh, I'm always ready.
It's the Crow Big Time #1, the Fan Expo Dallas.
Oh
exclusive.
wow.
Limited to 300 copies.
Ooh. And who's the artist on this?
James O'Barr.
Do I know him from anything?
The creator of The Crow.
Oh.
Oh, where are you, bro? So here's the reason why this book is here. I recently obtained another copy of this book, so this is my second copy of this book, and I want to give it to you guys. So
James
there you have it.
O'Barr.
Right.
Okay.
So those.
By the way,
Right.
in all fairness, I swear to God, I thought you said James Omar.
Oh, I said O'Barr.
Well, I know that now.
And there goes for my street for Izzy Boulevard. I like Izzy Boulevard. That's a good name. Yeah. Cool.
Heavens to Megatroid.
You know? So one of the things I failed to do in what we're gonna do next is I screwed up. And the reason why I say I screwed up is I failed to get the CGC census counts for the books.
Okay.
I completely forgot about them. So we're gonna do
was that wildly important though?
To me, it is. It always is. I just completely forgot.
All right, I'm gonna see what topic you introduced before I assume the wrong thing, and then I'll share additional feedback.
Well, you'll understand. You'll understand.
I
definitely know.
understand.
You'll understand. So let me get the screen here because we're gonna be doing the topic we like to do every so often. It's called Future Specs, where we're gonna be specking on some books that are under $100 raw. So you ready for some future spec?
I'm ready.
Don't sleep on these future specs.
So it's time for future spec. These are books that we consider to be undervalued keys. All these books are under $100 raw. Okay. And I do believe that they do have some importance to them all. I will also say I took the liberty of asking one of our fellow channel viewers to give me 3 books of their choice. And Rattlesnake's Comics was one of them.
It was Rattlesnake?
It was Rattlesnake Comics. So Rattlesnake also gave me his choices as well. So he gave us 3. So 5 from me, 5 from Cliff, and 3 from Rattlesnake. And next time we do this, we're going to ask a channel member to do the same thing. So I'm going to ask another channel.
15. I said Izzy 15 because he was.
You want to give him 5? Next time?
I sent him 15, so he has narrowed down.
Oh God! Yeah, you were giving me like all the same books, bro.
They're not all the same books, all right?
I'm just saying, like all the same books, man.
They
You
all
were like,
have relevance. They have.
I didn't say they didn't have relevance. I'm just saying they were all the same books, man.
DDH,
They were
I
all
want you to put on your judgment.
You're gonna like these picks. You're gonna like these. You're gonna like my picks. I think you're gonna like my picks because I wanted variety. So there
And
is
you
some variety.
are always keeping me bored. Let's go. Let's
Well,
see.
as if you're gonna give me the same 5 books over and over. You
I'm not giving you
literally
the same
picked
five.
the
I
book
gave
that
you
we talked
5
about
that are-
2
I
weeks
gave you
ago.
5 that are solid. All right. And I went with DC because DC.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta go for variety. Variety.
Represented. Okay.
Variety.
Everybody spends time licking
I'm
Marvel
not
ass
saying
and Tom Brevoort's balls. I was trying to
now
get
you throwing the balls in the what is going on here, guys? Help me out here. Where's Cliff going with this? Anyway, let's go. Let's do
find
this. All right. So we're gonna go in order of chronological order for each book. So we do have 5 from me, 5 from Cliff, and we have 3 from Rattlesnake. And you're gonna know my future spec is Care Bears #1. Yes, we do sound like an old married couple.
I was just saying, isn't that what people tune in for? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, look. Oh, you started the hashtag now?
Yeah.
God. Anyway, let's do this. Let's start with our first book here. And again, like I said, my apologies. I don't have the CGC census numbers. I just forgot about those.
I don't think the name of the game was "Can You Get It Raw for under $100?"
Yes, but
okay,
we wanted
that's
to see it. All right. So my pick, Avengers 85. This is an Izzy pick. All right. This came out in 1970. Now, here's some crazy stuff I catched with this book. A 9.8 sold for $10K back in March of 2022, but the last sale of this book was an 8.0 at $90.
Do you know why? Because while
there was huge spec value.
Unnecessary spec about these
at this time
appearing in Loki was insane.
But even so, $10K? That is
it was
crazy.
There was still some of that. Some people still had some of the COVID money going around.
Well, that's a lot of COVID money. 10K in the bubble. Yeah, exactly. So 10K, but the book in itself, a raw copy of Avengers 85 goes for $21.
Yep.
It's the first team appearance of the Squadron Supreme, which features Hyperion, Nighthawk, American Eagle, Golden Archer, Lady Lark, and Tom Thumb. This is so important to me today, especially coming off of The Boys. You know what I mean? When you think about, because you think about Squadron Supreme, you think about the Justice, because they're technically the Justice League. They're making fun of the Justice League. It's a parody of the Justice League. But what was interesting about the Squadron Supreme is much later, when we get the limited series, they took them seriously.
Yes.
And Mark Ruan, who was part of it, was a huge component of that series. And I personally love Squadron Supreme. I did like Supreme Power. If you remember Supreme Power, the Max
very
series.
much. It was a Marvel Max
that
series.
It was a great series. Underappreciated group. I do believe the time will come we will see them. Sooner or later, I think we're gonna see them. We might even see them in a Secret Wars type of thing, but I think
oh my God, stop. First of all, who's putting that kind of money out there? All right, no, stop. Everyone's
but 21. What do you think about that price tag? $21 for a raw for this book at a fine.
Yeah, guess what? That sounds like what I paid for it once upon a time. That seems perfectly fair. Go snatch it up.
Yep, double-digit Avengers book.
And if I remember correctly, George Perez's first Avengers comic that he worked on features Squadron Supreme.
Yeah, there you have it. I love that team. It's a great team. All right, let's take a look at our next one. And our next one. Well, there's no number system.
Oh, that's right. Oh, damn.
Yeah. Next book is an Izzy pick. And I picked Uncanny X-Men 134 that came out in 1980 from Marvel Comics. Again, another book that has a huge high sale of 9.8 at $1,200. Last sale of this book was $58 at 8.0. $56 at a find is what you can get this. $205 at 9.6. This is the book where Jean Grey actually becomes the Dark Phoenix. And I think it's underappreciated. We keep going back to 101 and we keep going back to the death, but when she actually becomes the evil entity, I think it's important.
Again, technically, this is the Phoenix impersonating Jean and becoming Dark Phoenix. As far as I'm concerned, this is not Jean becoming Dark Phoenix. This is the first appearance of Dark Phoenix. That's how I see it.
That's how you see it.
That's how I see it.
Yeah. But this is first of all, great John Byrne cover. It's in the middle of an amazing storyline. This is part 6 of the saga, which is it's a rather lengthy saga.
It is great. It's great.
Yeah. Like how many issues did it pull? It went well over a year.
Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic series.
Absolutely fantastic.
So far, what do you think about my 2 picks?
They're fine.
You happy with them? They're acceptable to you?
Okay. I was going to say, I'm content. I think Squadron Supreme was very interesting. I think this one is
I've always liked Squadron.
I think this one's far more known.
Okay.
So let's see.
But it's not, it's people don't hunt this book down like that. Those 2 books.
The entire, as far as the listen, people were really after Dazzler for reasons. But I think that the Phoenix saga, both Phoenix and Dark Phoenix chapters, I think are well sought after books.
Yeah, I'm gonna happy it's a little trying. This is what it looks like. Is this? Yeah. It's candy. All right, let's go to our next one. Now is a Cliff pick. We got ourselves a Cliff pick.
Did he do the CGC price on this? Let's find out.
No, I didn't do the CGC price on any of them. Legion of Superheroes.
I say CGC pricing on them though.
No, I got the pricing, but not the census count. That's what I didn't get.
Oh, I'm still not worried about it.
Yeah, the census count. DC Comics 1982, DC Comics 175,000, 9.8. That's actually pretty low for a book. Came out in 2021. $3. $3 was the last sale. And that is the fair market value for a fine raw $70 at a 9.8. Go ahead. This is your book. Talk to us.
It's the first appearance of Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld, Dark Opal, her enemy, Carnelian. I forgot what character that is. But Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld, is a perfect fantasy opportunity, right? It's our adventures are fairly self-contained. It could make a great movie. It could make a great streaming service. This is ripe for, in the correct hands, to take off and be something. And it's got its own tiny little fandom community. Let's call Nate from Whole Yeah Comics and double down. But yeah, I don't feel like Amethyst gets enough love, but I feel like it's a great little pick. There's a lot. Amethyst will return in Avengers Doomsday.
She never even showed up yet. Has she even showed up?
Room here.
Have they done Amethyst in any?
They do. You know when DC Comics has those DC animated shorts on Cartoon Network?
Yeah,
they did.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that.
They did a whole Amethyst series with her fighting Dark Opal. So yes, I absolutely believe that there is potential here.
Well, at this price tag,
right? Anyone
there's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah,
nowhere to go but up. But it's the preview book. It's not the actual story, right?
But that's a chunky preview. There's like 18 pages. There's plenty of story there to get into it.
Cool. Awesome. All right, let's take a look at our next book. So our next book is a Rattlesnake pick.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, Rattlesnake, I believe in you.
It's Batman, Son of the Demon. All right. Now, I have to take this with a grain of salt. He did pick a different book, but I kind of told him this is probably a better option for that reason, and I'll tell you why. If you know, you know.
Picking Damien? Was he picking Damien?
Yes, he was picking Damien. So I figured if you really want to go back to where the first mention of even a character that Damien could potentially be, and that was from this book in 1987. We have a high sale of this book, $350,000, 9.8. That was in 2025. The last sale of this book was $325 in a 9.8, but the raw is going for $17 fair fine, $325 and 9.8. This is technically, and I use the word technically, it's kind of like Cable with X-Men 201. The first appearance of Damian Wayne as a baby. Now, what's important to note is that this story is considered an alternate reality story, but it was Grant Morrison who retcon it and add it into the continuity. So originally, it wasn't part of it until Grant Morrison said, "Oh, yes, it is." It's kind of like the Joker story, like, the last, one more day kind of thing, where it is or it isn't, but it depends on how they feel at that time of year. This, to me, is a book that I believe is so underrated.
I mean, I feel like people know what it is.
I think they've heard of it, but I don't think people ever bother to get it.
I would agree with you that there's a selection of people that probably are not fully aware. But I do think the old heads like myself, I think we all know.
Yeah.
But you're right. It probably deserves a little bit more. I think younger collectors, who are Damien fans, probably don't know this and need to know it. And like, they should go pick one up. $17 for a fine copy. Excellent, folks.
It is a black cover. So it's probably, and it's a graphic
black cover. Look at them 9.8 prices. That's
it is a prestige format book. So it's a thick book. And they're easier to maintain too. So when you see those books, they're a little easier to gravitate. But in the 80s, these books were there was so many Batman books at this time. Like, Batman he always had a whole bunch of miniseries even back then. So, but it is a pretty cool story. We got Glenn PJ in the house. What's up, Glenn? All right. Yep. Great story. Better every day. Thank you. All right. Okay. Let's go to our next pick. And we're going to stay with a Rattlesnake pick. Rattlesnake went with Amazing Spider-Man 298. Ooh. This one is from 1988 from Marvel Comics. We do have a amazing high sale of $6,600 at a 9.9. Those are outliers. Whenever you see a 9.9,
let's be outliers. Clear. How often do you see a 9.9 of this book at all?
Yeah. It's white, so it's a little easier to get a 9.9.
A little easier, but it's still
just a tad easier because it's white. But it does get dirty fast.
Discoloration for white is also very easy.
Yep. Like graying out a book starts doing that for a while. $76. Those the last sale at the no grade. $88 at a very fine is what it goes for. $180 and 9.6. This is technically the first cameo appearance. I say technically because you only see his hands. But I think the reason why Rattlesnake picked it was it's Todd's first Spider-Man piece. And it's true. This is the first time Todd McFarlane draws Spider-Man in comics. And it's interesting.
Not a magazine. Not a cover.
Mm-hmm. So this is his first comic book of Spider-Man. And I do believe it's underappreciated. And you know what? I like it. I kind of like this character, this villain of Chance.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see much of him, but I like the look. I think it's a cool look. And it's a cool name, Chance.
Especially for then.
Right?
Especially for 1988.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got AR in the house. What's going on, AR? Everything is canon when I'm writing. He's saying it in a Scottish accent. All right. Okay, let's go to our next book. Our next book is also a Rattlesnake pick.
Oh, we just popped out all three rattlesnakes right?
Yeah, they were just right in the order. All right. And that is Uncanny 2. I had nothing to do with this. Had nothing.
It screams Izzy. It
did.
Izzy.
I literally told him. I said, now you're tucking on my heart. Uncanny X-Men 244. But here's what's interesting is how much this book has dropped in value. All right. So a 9.9 sold for almost $6,000 just a year ago. I remember hearing about this sale, which was crazy. But the book last sold for $30 in a near mint. $178 in 9.8. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm shocked by the 9.9. 178 and 9.8 is quite nice. Near mint, $30. I mean, it's a great little book. We gave one away a couple years ago on the Council of Comics. I think in a 9.2.
Yeah.
So, I forgot who won it, but yay. There's nothing.
I got three copies of this book, bro.
I'm sure I have a few too. You can even find this in dollar bins on occasion, folks. So
well,
there you have
it does hurt at the fact that she's not in the cover, but it is interesting that it does have a yellow background.
Sure.
That's just pure coincidence, guys. That's not has nothing to do with anything
You know,
else.
if you think about it, whatever that lighting effect is that's happening in the background, it could be her making it.
It could be her. Ooh. But remember, she didn't wear the yellow jacket at
No,
this
she
time.
did not. That comes
She had
later.
this like this blue get-up outfit, very Mark Silvestri at his time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. You're exactly the right words. Very
Yeah.
Mark Silvestri.
Because this is a Mark Silvestri cover, and he did the interiors of this one. And honestly, the reason why I think the book is so low in value is because it is an X-Men, and X-Men did have a high print run in the 80s. It was the most sold book in all the books out there. So print runs are high in X-Men.
That and Teen Titans.
Yep. Mhm. Okay. So there's our rattlesnake. Now we're gonna go back to an Izzy pick.
Back to an Izzy pick.
All right, Izzy pick. And I picked Marvel Superheroes number 8.
Well, girl.
I like this book. This book came out in 1992. 850 and 9.8 was the highest sale. $65 at a 9.4. The very fine goes for about $50. $203 at 9.8. Yes, this is the first appearance of Squirrel Girl, but it is to me a fantastic Eric Larson cover. I love this cover by Eric Larson. He does
fairly
Wolverine.
cool.
Like, to me, I think he's one of those guys that really understands how to draw Wolverine, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And he got the ladies' hairs. Look at the ladies' hairs, man. Look at that Rogue. Look at that Storm. Look at all that hair. So, any
I
thoughts
have
on
mixed feelings, but
it's Squirrel Girl? How can you not like Squirrel Girl?
I like Squirrel Girl. You're talking about all this art, and I'm like, okay.
I
It's
like
okay.
it. Well, you don't like Namor, how he just managed to put that leg up in the air like that. Oh, you got this book? Oh, Glenn PJ got this book. I've been seeing this book in cons, and I think people are overselling it.
Oh yeah, they're ridiculous.
Yeah.
They are ridiculous.
So I never pull the trigger when I see it. So hopefully at Heroes Con, if I make some kind of money, because I'm going to spend it all in that hotel, make some kind of money.
Wait, is no one splitting the room with you now?
No, right now there's nobody. Everybody that was supposed to split the room has bailed out in some way or another because of one thing. Because I don't know if you heard about some other things, but we could talk that offline. So I got the room. So no tapure. The room is taken care of. That's not the problem. It's being able to shop is the issue right now.
No, I know, but if no one's doing half the room with you,
Then that's all me.
that's an uncheap room.
I know. I did downgrade. Just a tad.
For what? What did you downgrade to?
Remember, I had a 2-bed. Now I have a 1-bed.
Dude, why did you even bother? They charged you almost the same thing.
No. There was a significant drop.
All right, so you went down to a 1 room, and you're probably still suffering just for the bedroom.
Yeah.
My
This is
1
so
bedroom
listed.
room, my 1 bedroom for the weekend with the discount came out to $800.
No, for me it's like 7.
Oh, 7 is such a huge
But it was
difference.
800. But it was 800.
Right,
for
but
the
if you get someone to split it with you, you come
yeah,
go down to 4.
but I'm at that state where I was like, I'm tired. So that's it. That's it, man.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
have an entire group chat where you could have landed somebody to be a bedroom partner. But no, you downgraded to a single
Look, Matt knows what I'm
bedroom.
talking about. Look at that, 700. Yeah, this is the West End
Yes,
for you
but
guys.
there's multiple people staying in Matt's room. There's 3 people in that room. There's one on the couch and 1 in each bed.
Well, let's get back to this, okay? Because this is what we're
No,
talking
you've
about.
opened this gilded cage, and now it's a. I'm kidding. Squirrel
Let's talk
girl.
about- All right, so let's talk about Squirrel Girl. Do you think we'll ever get to see a live action Squirrel Girl?
Oh my God, less and less every day.
I think it's going to happen. But I think it's going to happen in a TV series.
Listen,
Now you see, now you got the chat talking about it.
From your lips to
So
God's ears.
Patrick, it's going to be Thursday through Sunday.
Exactly.
I'm leaving Sunday, so I'm not sticking around for Sunday. All right, but I'm gonna. I took a later flight for Sunday, so I can at least hang out in the con for a little bit on Sunday. All right. So I think we're gonna get her in a live action, but I think it's going to be in a TV series style format because there has been discussion about doing the champions and things like that. So there has been some kind of discussion for that. So I think Squirrel Girl. Now she's all over the animated.
Yeah, she's in the animated.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think we're going to see much more of that. I'm sorry. Every time there's a project, especially if it's a project that includes her, it's dead in the water every time. So, like, once in a while, we get some random ass miracle like Wonder Man.
Yeah.
But more often than not, you know.
Yeah, and maybe 7 years ago, a project would have made more sense where they were just throwing things at the wall. Now I think they're being a little more conservative.
They were throwing at the wall 7 years ago was going to end up on Freeform or some garbage like that.
Like Runways.
So would have gotten a worthless live action Squirrel Girl
because
anyway.
we got Cloak and Dagger, we got the Runaways, and though they were good, I do admit they were good, but they were not. Oh, Hailstrom, we got Hailstrom as well. All that stuff that came out, no one knows about them. No one talks about them. They disappeared.
Exactly. So sorry, it would have been.
Happy DC Tuesday, Joffrey. All right. Let's go to our next one here, and our next one is a Cliff pick.
Ooh.
And we went with Green Lantern 48.
How nice of you! How nice.
What I agree with you on this one. I believe this book is undervalued.
First cameo Alexandra DeWitt.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Do we all know what the fate of Alex
Well, let's talk before we get to all that. Let's get to the stats first. Right, it came out in 93. We have a high sale of $164 and 9.8. That was in February of 2022. Last sale of this book was $24 at a no grade, which was, I'm assuming, was a near mint because the $19 for a very fine is the average book. $92 and 9.8. It's another book that I think it has a higher print run, but I do believe is an underappreciated book for everything that's going on. It is a cameo of Kyle, but I think the story is more about, obviously the story is more about Hal and what is going on through Hal. So talk to me a little bit about Emerald Twilight and the importance of Emerald Twilight, because I remember reading this and I was like, man, this is rough.
Well, it's straight out of the fallout of the death and return of Superman. All right. The cyborg Superman, along with Mongol, were responsible for the destruction of Green Lantern's home city, Coast City.
Yep.
And Hal Jordan slowly starts to mentally deteriorate from all the grief, trying to bring back his loved ones using the power of the ring. The Guardians are like, we can see what you are doing, sir. Get it together. And the beginning of his grief and descent into madness starts here. And of course, we get a little glimpse of Kyle and his girlfriend, because Kyle will be selected to be a Green Lantern because freaking, oh damn, I forgot which one of the Watchers and which one of the, oh my god, I confused them all. Which one of the Guardians?
They want to.
Yeah, I was going to say want to. Which one of the Guardians was like, we found Kyle and gave him a ring and said, you're good enough. You're good enough. All right. It all begins here. You want to know about Hal Jordan, Parallax? It starts here. How
I will say,
the Green Lantern for a generation. It starts here.
So this book is great. 49 is the popular cover. It's the one that people hunt for, where he has all the rings, because let's just say Kyle just went nuts. And to Pop's point, Kyle, don't open the refrigerator. That was issue.
That's 50. Right.
That was issue 52.
That is
the refrigerator. Yeah, if you know, you know. Poor
Gail
Alexandra.
Sloan knows. She ran a whole website about it.
Yeah. Who is mentally deteriorating? You know, God knows I am.
Who isn't? Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I think this. First of all, this story was really good. Rob Mars did the writing for the story, and
Love Ron.
I really enjoyed it because he just went like the reality. He went on a killing spree. He
did.
straight up went on a killing. He knocked them all out, and watching it happen is, first of all, it's kind of it's pretty insane, but it's cool to me how they did the story because you were really I was invested. And in seeing Kyle get the ring, not knowing that he was never really a chosen one like the other ones. So there's some interest in that.
Hey, but they all know that eventually Kyle's the light bearer. He becomes the favorite freaking Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm. So
Eventually.
good book, 93. Good time frame. All right, let's go to our next one here. It's also a Cliff pick.
Yeah.
And Cliff pick Superman Adventures issue number 5. It came out in 1997. $450 at 9.8 in October 2023. However, this book goes for about $25 in a near mint. And that was also a no grade. It's weird. $26 near mint raw, $96 9.8. So just under. It is not the first cameo appearance of Kyle Randner. Oh, darn it. It's the first appearance of Livewire. Ugh.
She's absolutely shocking.
Tell me a little bit about Livewire.
Livewire first appeared on Superman, the animated series, and this is her first comic book debut. Later on, Gail Simone would introduce her to continuity in Action Comics. So, and I always feel bad that Livewire never took off the way Harley took off. Right?
And she should have. She should have.
Right, she really should have. She was new. She was interesting, and of course, she made a threatening villain on Superman the Animated Series because he was more vulnerable to electricity in that series. That Superman was a little less super peak, you know.
She was. I remember watching. It's one of those episodes that stays in your head because I do remember it really well. I remember. She like a shock jock.
She's a radio jockey.
She's a shock jock.
Yep.
So this was big time of the time of Mr. Howard Stern and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I have comic issues. What's going on, Brian?
Brilliant.
Right. And you're right. She didn't take off the way Harley took off, but wasn't Mercy supposed to be the Harley?
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. Because Mercy was technically Luthor's lackey.
I do love when we finally got the Batman Superman crossover that Mercy and Harley were fighting in the background.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. In the comics, when they first encounter each other, Luthor and Joker are arguing, and the two of them are fighting in the background.
Oh yeah, but that was in the movie. That was in the Batman Superman movie.
That was the Batman. Okay, so what?
Yeah,
right.
I remember seeing that, which is great. I love that. I love that movie. That's a great movie. The way they find each other's secret identities is fantastic. All right. Yep. What's going on, John? How you doing? All right.
John.
Let's see if I screwed up in the next one. All right. This is an Izzy pick. Oh, yeah. This to me is a very underappreciated book. Annihilation Conquest issue number 6. You know why I picked it.
I love Annihilation and love Annihilation Conquest.
But watch this. $500, 9.8 is the high sale of this book, and that was in 2022 during the boom. However, last sale of this book is $127 at a 9.8. A raw goes under $10 near mint.
Excellent.
$121 and 9.8 is the average. All right, and the real James Willie is lurking around. Okay. This is the true first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy as we know it.
Yes.
Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, female Quasar, not Quasar, the
Lavelle, yes.
Yep. Adam Warlock is in the team, and you can see in this image, he's front and center.
Yes, he is.
Gamora, Drax the Destroyer, and Groot. This is the book people should be hunting for, not the other one. But I do love the other one too. It's true. I think this is the one. This is the Guardians of the Galaxy that everybody knows.
That is true. I have no
What's up, Bobby?
I have no qualms with this pick.
And Adam Warlock's in the center, so it's perfect.
Well, you have a special love for him, and I appreciate that.
Yes. So that's why this book is underappreciated, because this is the book that people should be getting. There is a Guardians of the Galaxy #1 that people also hunt for.
Yes.
But this is their first appearance as a team.
Understood.
Yes. So with that said, let's go to the next one. And I think that could be it. Isn't it? Nope, we got one more. And it's an Izzy pick. Oh, yes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 51. Why is this important? Came out in 2015 from IDW. $650 is 9.8, and that was in 2021. $72 near mint was the last sale of this book. $64 is the price tag for this book, and $165 in the 9.8. It is the first appearance of Janika, who later becomes the first female Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in story continuity.
Interesting.
That's right.
No Mona Lisa.
She's gone. So, what do you think about that?
I think that's cool.
Right? But she didn't make the cover. Why couldn't she make the cover?
A lot of times they don't make the cover, and also although they may have had plans for her, perhaps they did not intend for her to be the first female Ninja Turtle. Possibly.
But here we go. We got a first appearance of a character that will eventually become one of the turtles, because it's there's always discussion about having the female turtle, because they even did that in one of the series. It didn't last long, but there was a series where we did have a female turtle. It was a live action series too. I remember that was in the late 90s.
Mona Lisa. Yes.
Yeah. So
that was the joke I was making, or whatever.
Oh, that's right. So
yeah, look, Cliff's got humor and thoughts. It's cool.
Oh, look, Rattlesnake found this one in the dollar bin so many times.
Yep, you will. That's what the beauty of some of these. Some of these will be dollar bin finds. I love that.
Yeah, because people don't know. So when you're in Heroes Con, check the dollar bins. Oh, you got your thing going on this week too, right?
I'm a 3 men in the basement this week, and I'm very excited.
I've been trying to tell Deb. I've been trying.
And what have her reactions been like?
Oh, she's telling me that she's gonna tell you. I'm like, he's gonna tell you to come. It's celebrating our anniversary.
Well, she's gonna tell me. She might just tell me stop trying to poison my husband.
Oh no, she's telling you to tell me to stop trying to get me to go to the swap.
Oh, in that case, yeah, no, your wife is more important. Go do that.
But I'm bringing her with me.
No, your wife is more important.
But I'm bringing her with me.
It's your wedding anniversary.
It's 23. Who remembers 23? Like, who remembers 23?
Do you know what people remember more than anything else, Izzy? Their first divorce.
Who remembers 23? I'm just saying.
People who remember the divorce that came after it. That's
you remember 20. You remember 25. You might even do a ceremony. 25 because it's a silver age. Don't worry, I'll make it happen.
Who's with me, folks? Who's with me, folks? Don't play games, Izzy. Don't play games.
We got a Cliff pick. It's a Cliff pick.
I love a Cliff pick.
All right. Once and Future.
Yes.
#1.
Let me tell you. The
Boom
whole
Studios.
series.
256 9.9. Again, another outlier. $4 was the last sale of this book. $60 and 9.8. Talk to me. It's a Dan Mora, so I'm okay with that.
You can snatch up a 9.9 for $256. Wonderful.
That's crazy.
But the fact that you could get near mints for $4, $5, $6, and it's all Dan Mora art. Okay, before in 2019, before we knew him to be the DC Comics cover lord that he is now. It's a great it's a great series. It's short. His art is wonderful. If you love Dan Mora art, Come and get it. I don't know what else to tell you. You know, Karen Gillan.
Why do you think this book is so low in price, though?
Because no one knows. No one knows. And again, you could probably find a bunch of these in dollar bins if you're lucky.
Oh yeah, for $4? Yeah, I'm sure.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I don't have a big speech about it. Just it's Dan Mora, everybody. It's
All right.
Dan Mora.
We got another Cliff pick.
Come on.
Geiger 80-page giant #1. This came out in 2022. Another 9.9 sales. Crazy. $500 in April 2026. That was not that long ago.
Nope.
Near mint is $50.
Yeah.
And it goes for about $47, $125, and 9.8. First appearance of Red Coat. I said Court.
Yes, that too.
Red Coat. First appearance of Nate the Nuclear Knight. The origin of Barney, the two-headed dog.
Yep.
Talk to me. Why is
Listen.
this so important? Not that I don't know.
Well, you do know. This is Jeff Johns' baby, his love child. This cover just screams how much Jeff Johns loves the yesteryear of DC Comics. However, it's very modern storytelling, and he's really building out an incredible universe. Again, under Image, when he has such talent happening right now.
Frankie found
Okay.
covers.
Like, it's insane. He's got Gary Frank working with him on this. Oh my God. Fybach is working on Rook Exodus. Like, it is gangbusters over there. This is like a really
Don't forget Brian Hitch. Brian Hitch on Red Coat.
Ryan Hitch on Red Coat. Now, Red Coat, I find, is a hard pill to swallow for some people. Because the dude doesn't really change much. And actually, I do find it to change a bit, but it takes many issues to get there. And a lot of people were not interested on hanging in. But if you feel it, again, this has Invincible layer vibes to it, where I don't feel enough people are paying attention. And yet Jeff Johns is laying foundation, building out his own unique world here. And he's got Good night, Pops. Feel your best. And anyhow, I'm just saying, and he's got top tier talent. I cannot say enough. Some of the industry freaking best are on these books.
Look at Red Coat for $4.
There you go.
Whole Ghost Machine universe is underrated, but will blow up. I like how this was at this time when it came out. It was Mad Ghost.
Yes.
And then they changed their name to Ghost Machine.
Yes.
I like Mad Ghost.
Because I feel like he was building up to it, you know?
Yeah. All right. And there you have it. Those are your future specs. Make sure you take the opportunity
I can't believe
like, share.
Last night. I can't believe after last night you didn't even put
I know what. There's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason, bro. There's a reason. A good reason. Oh, I know you're watching. But there's a good reason.
By the way, I actually
we are going to talk about it.
To follow him. I stopped watching you guys to follow him.
Oh, you went to the
Yes. And
there you have it, guys. Those are your future specs. Some of them are extremely affordable. So go check them out. Go look them up. Go do your hunting. Make sure you leave a comment. And you know what? Here's another thing I'm going to share with you guys that I learned. There's this thing going on now in YouTube where if you're watching it via a mobile device, you can hype a video. Have you ever seen that? Please.
And by the way,
take the time to hype. Take the time to hype this video if you can, and hype any video that we do, because you know what? We gotta fight that stuff. You know what I mean? The algorithm and all that fun stuff. So, guys, el algorithm.
Yeah.
El algorithm. All right. So let me close this out. I have to hit that save button. I don't even know why I save these things sometimes. I'm like, I save it because I like to save things.
Yeah.
Right? I got all of them, man. I got all the decks. I got everything. I saved them all. All right.
He's a saver.
Does
folks.
Transformers Edo cover come out mañana?
Maybe, yeah.
Well, Transformers comes out tomorrow, so I'm sure there'll be an Edo, but it'd probably be a retail. Hyping away. Thank you, Glenn. I really appreciate that. Okay. And just for a reminder, everybody, wrong one. I put the video up. You're going to have 5 minutes of that again. Just to remind everybody, I have to make an announcement.
Uh-oh.
This Friday, we are having a sketchy show at 7 p.m. Now, Cliff, will you be available for the sketchy show this time?
I don't know.
Okay, so
I'm gonna keep trying, man.
Yes, I'm going. So, Glenn, I am going to make a video on the Kirby ceremony. It's a major editing work I have to do on it, but I will have a video. But you can see a lot of clips are out there. I'm going to have a full video for it coming up sometime later this week. So keep that in mind. All right. All right. For everybody else, the sketchy show is happening this Friday. So all the way till Heroes Con, I'll be doing a sketchy show. As if I can do it every Friday, I'm going to be doing a sketchy show every Friday. But good friend of the channel donated a sketch. So yeah, we got a good friend of the channel donated a sketch, and we are going to give away that sketch on Friday.
On Friday.
All right. So what that means is I'm going to have a poll up as early as tomorrow. Pay attention to the poll, because if you want to win that sketch, you gotta have to answer the poll so you get the pick of your choice. I will have 4 comics to choose from, and the winner is going to win via a hashtag. So this is not a channel membership win. This is a open to everybody win. And that is happening this Friday. The winner will get the sketch comic that I will be sketching that day. And it will be full color. It'll be a good sketch of one of the 4 books that we would choose from. So, Cliff, I have a book for you, but it's not going to be one of the 4 books.
Oh, no.
Right. No, because I feel like the day will come you will get a sketch sooner or later from me. Just like I'll be invited to your show.
What show are you going to be invited to?
Your show that you still haven't invited me for.
Oh my God! Well, you know what?
You still haven't invited me.
Don't worry, I'm gonna have Legion of Comics on December 32nd. So I'll follow up with you after that.
32nd. So what do I get? Do I get February 30th?
Absolutely.
That's right, baby. February 30th. But if you guys are interested in getting a sketch from me, I am taking submissions, guys. If you are going to Heroes Con, all you have to do is pay for the submission, and it will be yours once it's paid for, and I'll have it ready for Heroes Con. Now, the best part about it is that if I do it now, you're going to get a better piece than if I do it at the con. At the con, I might be rushed, or I might not even be able to get to it if I'm busy doing a lot of things. All right, I got sketched before Cliffy. Yes, you did, Cliff. Actually, yes, Cliff does. Do you have a sketch? You have something, don't you?
Me?
I don't even know. Do you have an Izzy sketch?
I do not.
Remember. Look at that. Yeah, he never bought one. That's how much love he gives me.
That's correct.
Actually, Cliff is getting the sketch. So. All right.
We shall see.
So maybe you'll win the sketch. Who knows? Wouldn't that be funny?
Those things can happen.
Those things can definitely happen. All right. It's time, guys. Let's do this. Let's talk about the top trending comic books for this week. What's it going to be? And who's it going to be?
Radiant Black will be.
Ooh, who's gonna tell Izzy submission and commissions are different?
He's right. They are very different.
All right. I'm accepting commissions. All right. Top trending comic books, second week of May 2026. You know how this goes. We got 4 books to show. Take a look.
All our good friends are here. All right. My boy, Dungeon Carl. All right. I look forward to him becoming bisexual icon of 2027.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Now you love him.
The
Now you love him?
creator said one of the characters is bisexual. It just hasn't come up yet. And let me tell you, it sounds like it's Carl. Number 2, Daredevil behind bars. There is one thing I love about this story, and I hope that we get to see it next year. Yeah, of course, the cat's bisexual. There's one thing I love about Daredevil behind bars is how hard his friends and allies were working to get him out of there, to prove him innocent. But one of my favorites is there's a Daredevil running around the city, and nobody knows who it is. And Elektra, who's fresh back from the dead again, or wherever the hell she came from.
Again.
Right? I don't remember that part. Man. I don't remember where she came from, but she is like, this man is not Matt Murdock. Matt is the man I love. He's in prison. I'm going to find out who this is. And they have that rooftop battle, and she's got this man cornered with her side, and he breaks it with the Iron Fist because Iron Fist is running around as Daredevil. Then you got Ben 10.
Great way of spoiling everything.
Which, well, I want to see it in live action.
Let's see if it happens. Maybe.
You generic freaks. So then we got Ben 10. Now, by the way, I am nauseous that this is here. It's a stupid ash can. Get over it. All right? Like the real Ben 10 comic book wouldn't be here. Only the ash can was good enough. Like, it's disgusting. All right, I watched these guys debase themselves.
You know, Punisher's gonna start very soon, bro.
I watched the creators of this book debase themselves all over the internet to get sales for this book, and people responded. People have responded to this book, but how does the market respond with disrespect by, oh, the ash can's good enough? So I'm happy to see Ben 10. I'm nauseous that's the ash can. And last but not least, I believe I was on the record for saying that this is lazy. And that's the Punisher cover. Like, whatever.
Wait. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. Las Cruces is calling from Nuevo Mexico. You made it, bro. You made it. All right. Back to
whatever. I mean, it's fine. I feel like people have made too much of this. And there's other ones. There's like a Daredevil one.
There's a Daredevil. There's a Kingpin one. They're coming soon.
A Kingpin one, whatever. But no. And I love Bernthal. I do. All right. If y'all got a boy crush on him, I understand. But outside of that, what are we even doing? Rattlesnakes agrees with me. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. So that's it. That's
are we? Wow. Usually I just tell you, tell me what you think, and you just go. Now you got nothing to say when these books show up.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's go into our honorable mentions.
Come on, bring it, baby. Bring it.
Honorable mentions. Notice that the font is different because something happened with the font. I don't even know what's going on.
Izzy, do you think that I honestly care? It's about content.
I care. I care.
I know.
I care.
Not being a perfectionist.
But that's what I am, bro.
No one is noticing but you.
But that's the problem. It's what bothers me.
I stopped letting it bother you because I'm not bothered. Show me the honorable mention so I can tell you why there's garbage or not. Oh, that's not garbage. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like this series.
Bombshell's first appearance with Lost Fantasy number 6.
Yeah. And Franklin Jonas really has me rooting for him. He's on tour again, folks. Just in case you're wondering, go follow him on Instagram.
It's the font that brings us back. You see, Glenn knows what I'm talking about.
Glenn is messing with you. All right. They don't know if that's Lieber Franklin Light or Garamond Jr. They don't know sugar. Hey, look, it's my boy Radiant Black, my colleague Marcelo Costa. Yes. So Radiant Black is absolutely. And Izzy, the way that you said, "Oh, I think it's the Invincible," how dare you? I have been out here for 2 years, whoring my ass out, telling everybody about how Radiant Black is the next Invincible, and you just say it casually in front of Kyle Higgins like you own it. How dare you? I'm that whore. These are my corners. These are my
Hey, he
streets.
built a universe. They built a universe out of it.
Shut up. I'm going to become his new bestie. That's it. It's my mission. My mission. Also, I really love the digital camera he's using. It gives a very cinematic quality to him. It doesn't work very well on streaming on his channel, but when it was working, very cinematic. I really like that. All right.
And people were complaining about the audio. I remember I saw
he did, but that's crazy. He sounded
but
great.
it sounded fine to us.
It really did. I think he's doing a great job. I feel he needs more support.
Before we move on to the next book, what's going on tomorrow?
What's going on where?
With Radiant Black. Tomorrow.
Well, final order cutoff ended yesterday for issue 42.
So what's going on with that?
There's a special cover. That's a spoiler variant.
The spoiler variant.
Right. And we're not sure what happens. Also, issue 43, which is on FOC until May 31st, we go back to the first Radiant Black to go see him in Hollywood and how he's doing with his career as a writer. So I think it's very interesting that we got a spoiler cover. We don't know what it's about. The FOC ended last night for issue 42. So try and get your copies now. You dumbasses for not doing it. And the rest of you, if you didn't know, I love you anyway. But the dumbasses, I'm talking about you, Franklin. I'm talking about you. The dude in the car whose name I can't remember. Paul the car guy. And I'm talking about you, Rob, who buys every freaking exclusive that we have in the store so the rest of us can't enjoy anything. You three.
What about this? What about this exclusive?
Returns. This is an Invincible 1. It's an
Tyler
Invincible
Kirkham
1 reprint. There's reprints galore of Invincible #1. This one
this is Invincible Return #1. This is not Invincible #1.
I know, but we have plenty of reprints of
both.
Those
are two different books.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter. You are correct. But we have plenty of reprints of both. This one's a beautiful cover, though. This is a Kirkham.
Tyler, right? Yep, this is an actual Tyler Kirkham Battle Damage.
This is definitely one of the ones that I think is worthy. If you really are into the love of cover art, I definitely love this one. If I'm in the mood, maybe I'll grab a copy. So yeah, and of course, my love of Invincible will always continue. There
you go. All right, so Invincible returns the Tyler Kirkham Davis Writer C2E2 exclusive that wasn't in C2E2. I'm sorry, I have to say that out loud because it wasn't, and I was there. What's up? Jim the Bag Snob is in the house. What's up? He says hi to you first. That's okay.
I know. He knows the way.
He knows the way. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into our actual books, our top 10 books of the week, starting with Numero 10, Daredevil 183. We got Punisher. We got Daredevil. Came out in 1982 from Marvel Comics. Last sale of this book was $40 near mint. Most commons $29 near mint. $175 9.8. As far as trending goes, it was number 9 in cover price. 7-day, 30-day sales. We got 7 sales, 30 sales within the last 30. Hype level is at a medium. I love how this book is on this list right now because of the transition between Punisher and Daredevil. I think it's kind of cool. Because we're going to have the Punisher series dropping in just a matter of minutes.
The Punisher one-shot.
Yes, the Punisher one-shot. Thank you. We got Metal Elf made it. Yo, what's up? All right. And there we go. Thank you. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. Okay. So I like this cover. I also got this cover because I won a Link Squawk box. So yippee! Really happy for the cover. It's nice and clean, too. So, good book. Awesome book. Got anything to say here? This one, Frank Miller was drawing really good.
It's fine. It's good.
You see, you can never... When it comes to those you love, you'll talk 100 hours for it. But when it comes to people you don't care for, it's like,
no. Well, look, it is good. It's a great book. But the thing is, like, whether you feel like it or not, this book has been talked about a lot.
Oh, yes. But I think we're finally getting to the point that the book's going to go bye-bye for a little bit.
Maybe. I don't know. But I mean, we all know this book has been hot. We all know why.
Mhm.
And the thing is, like, this book may come down off these lists, but this book is always active. It's
Mhm.
always active in the
Oh
market.
yeah. Ready for number 9?
Yes.
Let's do it. Coming in at number 9 is Daredevil 168, the first appearance of Electrica, as it says on the cover. Marvel Comics 1980, $503 and a 9.6 was the last sale. 178 very fine, 327 9.4. As far as trending list, was number 3 for Key Collector, number 5 for CBSI, and 7-day, 30-day, we got 5 and 29 sales within the last 30. High Blood was also at a medium. This is pure spec on whether Elektra is coming back or not.
Yes. But
Pure
she's got to
spec.
be coming back.
Mm-hmm. And AR, it is AR to like modern, Frank Miller's modern work. Sure. Oh, she's definitely coming back. It's no brainer. But will she come back as Electrica?
You are ridiculous. And by the way, I still think it says Elektra. It's just spelled wrong.
It says Electrica.
I see ELECKTRA. That would still be Elektra.
It's Electrica.
I don't think so.
That's how I'm gonna go for it.
You could do, as usual. You could butcher it however you want.
There you go.
All right.
Moving on.
You've
Mr.
earned a
Django.
freebie.
Sure, Mr. Django.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's how you earned your freebie with me.
Number 8 is Lost Fantasy number 5. 2025 for Image Comics. Last sale was $25. This goes for about $28 near mint. No graded copies as of yet. It was number 10 for cover price. 7-day, 30-day. We got 18 sales with last 7, 57 within the last 30. Hype level is at a medium. Lost Fantasy is still tracking high. People are still picking them up. But it is cooling down a little bit. But 18 sales isn't so bad for the last 7 days.
It's not. Again, I like the series. I'm rooting for Franklin Jonas.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing but nice things to say. I'm glad people are kind of jumping on board with this book.
Cool.
It does not help. It does not hurt when you've got somebody who's part of a multimillionaire family running around their Instagram advertising the book and their tour dates.
There it is.
But I'm still rooting for him.
Number 7 goes to
Numero 7.
Absolute Batman Arkham M number 1.
Why is this back?
It just comes back, man. $11 near mint was last sale. The book has dropped, though. To be honest, it has dropped. It's going from $14 near mint, $42, 9.8. That is low. All right. Trending list. It is number 2 for cover price. We have 11 sales within the last 7, 76 within the last 30. Hype level is also at a medium. I'd say medium towards a low. I think it's just people trying to pick up some absolute Batmans that they don't have in their lots. Because just like everything else, whenever you have a one shot of a book, people have a tendency to kind of like put it to the side. And I think that's the case with this one. Also, we do have some story build up with this one too.
Yeah, because there is some sort of origin story going on in this book.
Yeah. So
that is interesting.
Yeah. The fact that it's not part of the actual run is, I think, what hurts it the most.
Again, but word of mouth clearly is keeping this in the conversation.
Yeah. And it is the cover A that people are picking up more. So, all right. Number 6 goes to Daredevil 82, the book you just talked about ad nauseum. This book came out in 2006, so it's the one that came out in 2006, and now the one that came back all the way in the 70s. $10 is what this book last sold for. $9 very fine. $50 and 8.0. Now I put an asterisk next to that because that is the last price tag average for 90 days ago. So that's the catch there. As far as trending list, number 2 for Key Collector, number 4 for CBSI. 7-day, 30-day, we got 23 sales within the last 7 days, 31 sales within the last 30. Hype level is also at a medium. Again, we're coming off of the Daredevil season finale. So therefore, spoiler, he goes to jail.
Ooh.
Now, here's my question. In the comics, he goes to jail, and like you said, Iron Fist does the role of Daredevil. So it actually clears his name. But you think they're going to do that in the TV series?
I think that
I
Homeboy,
doubt
who
they do
played
that.
Iron Fist, is working out awfully hard for a reason. And if it were me, I would take advantage of that and make a fun plot twist, because I hate for the whole series to be boring all the time.
But
Just
do
me.
you think they're going to, because he kind of like he gave himself up pretty well to the
He
point that
did,
it's
but
like
in the comic, he was caught ass out. So I'm just saying.
and now he's like, oh, if someone else is gonna portray him, you ain't gonna tell me, oh yeah, this guy knew what he was doing. He just learned how to throw a billy club. I don't know. We'll find out. I
We
do
shall.
believe he will show up in Brand New Day, in which this is what I believe is gonna happen in Brand New Day. He's gonna show up. Spider-Man's gonna try to break him out, and he's gonna say, no, I'm gonna stay right where I'm at. And then that's it.
We shall see. We shall see.
You know what I mean? Either that or the Hand's going to kill him because they know he's there. So Spider-Man's going to help him. And then when Spider-Man says, hey, okay, I'm breaking you out, he's like, no, I'm going to stay here because justice needs to be served.
Maybe.
I'm almost guaranteed that's going to happen.
Like, there's the reason I think that that's not a bad idea is because he's not going to be around for Avengers Doomsday and possibly not for Secret War. So yes, that it was a great way to keep him out of the picture and with a reason for being out of the picture.
Yeah. But it's a cheap way of getting a cameo.
That too, I guess.
Mm-hmm. See, throwing his cane off the wall and catching it kind of screwed. Maybe they figure out that was some kind of I don't know, some kind of machine that did it for him. I don't know.
Yep.
It's comics. They figure out ways to do
Exactly.
it.
This is fiction. We're enjoying fiction, like for a reason.
Number 5 goes to Lost Fantasy number 1. We got
Lost Fantasy.
Yep. This book just keeps on right now. It's the hot book right now. $37 near mint for last recorded sale. $40 near mint. We haven't really seen any 9/8s, but the last one was at $46, which was several months ago. As far as trendy list, it's number 9 in CBSI, number 13 in cover price. And 7-day, 30-day sales, we got 15 sales within the last 7, 80 within the last 30. This is at a low because it's actually going downward rather than upwards.
Which is fine. This is not the cover people are seeking out.
Yeah, people are actually going for the more bombshells, the edge.
And of course, Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
But again, this book is still moving because number 1 is number 1 at the end of the day.
Yes, at the end of the day. All right. Coming in at number 4, it goes to Dungeon Crawler Carl. Issue number 0. This is the Nathan Gooden Vault Web Store homage that was limited to 6,000 copies. $250 in near mint was the last recorded sales value. Most common is $243 near mint. We have no graded books as of right now. It is number 6 for cover price. 7-day, 30 days. We actually have 24 sales within the last 7 days. That's pretty impressive for a book that's going for $250. 60 sales within the last 30. Hype level of this book is at a high.
Again, I support this book.
It is You don't like the
Again,
boxers?
I support this book.
You don't like the boxers?
No, the boxers are fun.
Yeah. He has
You
a
know,
toe
again,
ring. He has a toe
I,
ring. Did you see that?
I do. Which again,
What, Bruce? How many did you get of this book?
yeah, it's 13 copies. I'm not surprised. That's how Bruce gets down. That is how Bruce gets down.
Well, congratulations on getting a book that high in price. 13 books
Yep.
is a good amount of books for a book that's going for $250 right now. Cool. All right. I like it. I don't care so much for the homage cover, to be honest with you. I'm more of the just give me a regular cover. An homage cover is an homage cover to me, and at the end of the day, that's all it is to me. With this one specifically, it's all right. But I do like the story so far for what I've read so far. Yeah, Bruce isn't messing around. All right, let's go in at our next book here. And this is coming in at number 3. At number 3 goes to Ben 10, number 1. This is the Ash Can edition of the book. It came out for Dynamite 2000. Well, it's not 2014. It's brand new, guys. 26,000 year mint. Yep. $19.
I got nothing to say here. This one, I blew everything.
Number 10, Key Collected. Number 7, CBSI. Number 1, cover price. 13 sales within the last 7. 37 within the last 30. Hype level is at a high. It's an Ash Can. It's an Ash Can of a book that's already out, but it was because it was a store giveaway book. They gave it to each store as a. If it's an Ash Can edition, this is how I look at Ash Cans. I look at Ash Can in a very similar way I'd look at Free Comic Book Days. I don't think an Ash Can should be worth so much money because it's meant to promote. If its intention is to promote, why is it that they sell like crazy? Like, and why are they giving them as special incentives? That to me makes no sense. Do you understand? You get what I'm saying? Is like if you're giving the stores an Ash Can, shouldn't you just give them multiple Ash Cans?
Well, and it's funny because they did that with Absolute Batman number 2, didn't they?
They did that with Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, all the absolutes pretty much. But there was also a difference that they were doing them in the cons. In the cons, I get that, right? Because that's a limited environment. There's not a lot of people there. Well, in comparison to the world. But a shop getting an Ash Can should be exactly that. It's an Ash Can. Like, give them multiple copies. But I don't know. It's weird to me. Yes, Bobby. Kiss my Ash Can.
I'm right there with the weirdness. And I don't see Kiss My Ash Can. But good one. I'm there. I'm there, baby. I'm there.
Yeah. All right. Coming into number 2. It's actually, believe it or not, number 2 was number 1 last week, and number 1 is number 2 this week.
Come on.
So therefore, at number 2, it's Punisher issue number 3, the Marvel Television variant. Oops, I went backwards. 25,000 near minutes is the last recorded sale. $25 is what it goes for today. 92,000, 9.8. They are selling already 9.8s for this book. It is number 2 for CBSI, number 7 for cover price, not 77. I did this early this morning, but here's the best part: 7 days, 208 copies sold, and in the last 3309, this has got to be a high. That's a lot of books sold.
That is, and I'm like, it's really easy for me to be dismissive of this because I'm just not into it at all. You know, like, I mean, I like Barenthal. If I was going to meet him soon, intentionally, I might have gone out of my way to grab one, and there was one blatantly available at the time, and I said to myself, nope, let a real Punisher fan have it.
Well,
you know?
I'm a real Punisher fan. I love Punisher. He's one of my favorite characters. I love this cover. Like, I know it's a movie poster. It's a movie poster. I know it's a movie poster because it was all over the city in New York here, right? This one, the Daredevil, the Kingpin. But it is such a cool poster to me, and it's a cool comic. I just don't like the Daredevil logo on the side. That's the one thing that kills it.
I was gonna say, is the Daredevil logo even gonna be there for the second print?
No, I think it will. I think it will.
Really?
Yeah, I think it will. I would love to see, like, I wouldn't. This is one of those books that I wouldn't mind seeing a Virgin variant for this book.
Well, I'm
because
sure you can pay for that Virgin variant up the wazoo.
Well, it depends, because if you do a Virgin variant, you get rid of all the icons and stuff like that, and you get to actually
Oh my
see
god,
the chest.
the freaking second print still says Daredevil Born Again,
Yeah,
but the Punisher
it's
logo
red.
is red.
Which is cool. The red logo is good, and I like that they use the classic Punisher logo. The text,
I mean, that's fine, but
Mhm.
it's something else, is all I can tell you.
Yep, it is something else. And coming in at number 1, go ahead, Cliff. Say to the world what it is.
Radiant Black. Oh wait, no. Yes. Wait, no. Last week, what was number 2 last week? Oh, I can't remember. I'm sorry. Go for it. Carl, baby. Carl.
Dungeon Crawler Carl 0, the free comic book day edition. This is from Vault Comics. Last sale, $4.
Let's see the volume of sales. Let's see the volume.
$15. Yeah, the volume, right? $15 in your minutes. What's it go for? As far as trending, number 1 for Key Collector, number 1 for CBSI, number 8 for cover price. You want to see the volume, right?
Yes.
218, 476.
Yeah. See, that's crazy. I mean, that's really cool, but crazy. Also, didn't they just drop a new book of Dungeon Crawler Carl?
Yeah, but the difference is this is still the one people are gonna go crazy for because it's the free comic book.
Book.
Oh yeah, the book. That's what they were talking about.
Right. So I'm saying,
I think volume 8 or something like that.
Right, like volume 8 like just came out. I feel like the fever
connection
for Dungeon Crawler Carl is real. And it's awoken. It's alive.
Yep. There you have it. Those are your books for this week, guys. Oh, I forgot to change that. Oh, darn it. Which books do you have? Share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for next week's ranking. And that is that. Yeah.
And remember, kids, don't drink and comic. Comic and drink.
Make sure you have yourself a good smoke. Here you go. I love how it's called Victory.
I love that too.
Cliff, tell the world what you're doing.
What am I doing? I am on the Council of Comics tomorrow night for our live hangout on Wednesday at 8 p.m., which, of course, somebody was very judgy with me the other night about what kind of hangout that is. How dare you?
What kind of hangout?
I don't know. Somebody was being mouthy and judgy, so I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to give it back because I'm not playing for 2026. I got too much Capricorn energy, and I'm going to Dark Phoenix this into 2026. And so, yeah, no, it's fun. Come hang out, whatever. We do trivia. We do things, whatever. There's ducks for the duck race. We keep adding to the stuff. I have my ongoing thing. So I've decided every super chat I get, I'm going to keep adding to a subscriber giveaway for this month. So
hey, we got Robert Pops Gramps Springs 1969.
Yes, the other Pops. Yes. So hi. And I was like, and is the baby with you tonight? So in my giveaway so far, Supergirl. Signed Murder Hobo #1.
Oh.
All right. First Magpie.
Yep.
The entire set of foil Civil War. Michael Cerner covers.
Awesome.
So, and again, as I said, every super chat that I get, I'm gonna keep adding to this till the end of the month because I'm trying. I think I'm at $96. I'm just under the $100 mark. But again, I want to really get up there because I really want to stock up the food pantry with the toiletries that they need that cash does not get them. So that's it.
Was I that judgy?
Yes, he was. He was, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. I come to see it from him. So that's it. At 9:30 tonight, I'm going to do Cliff and the 845 and his astonishing friends.
You're doing another show in 15 minutes, bro?
Yes, I am. Yes, I
Oh,
am.
you cannot stop, can you?
Well, no. No, I can't.
Soaking it up all of this. You can't stop, can you?
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Guys, remember, sketchy show. We're gonna give away the sketch, but there's gonna be a poll. Also, again, we're still gonna be doing the super chat. So if you do the super chat of $10 or more, you will get a sketch as well. And you'll be also included into the monthly box as well. So we do it for channel members as well as anybody doing a super chat. So that's gonna be great. Again, like you, I'm trying to end the month strong only because of Heroes Con. So I want to make sure that we can do everything we can there. So make sure you do that. But again, I'm gonna be doing commissions. So we're doing that for Heroes Con. So if you're interested in the commission and you are going to Heroes Con, I'll be doing it and I'll be able to give you that piece right then and there. So it's gonna be fun. I got some good stuff. I got one that I'll show you offline because I can't really show it right now. I think you're gonna like it.
I might.
A lot. You might like it a lot. And stuff like that. But again, we'll be doing all that. We'll definitely do some more stuff going on there, guys. Until then, make sure you have yourself a beautiful day. Make sure you go watch that Punisher show, which I'm going to do right now while I'm eating my dinner. I'll see you guys on Friday. Cliff, I'll see you too.
Hopefully,
maybe I'll see you on Saturday.
Well, listen, I told you to choose your wife. That's on you.
I'll bring her with me.
That's not choosing your wife. That's driving.
But I bring her with but she likes comics.
How much does she like comics?
She does like comics.
Yeah,
Remember,
but
she's on the other
that.
No, but she's on the other spectrum of nerdom.
What is the other spectrum of nerdom? Archie's?
No. That's not. I wouldn't consider that the other spectrum nerd. She's in the fantasy world, so she likes, she's Lord of the Rings, she's Harry Potter, that kind of stuff. Doctor Who, that kind of stuff.
All right, so basically, you better pray that somebody's there with a whole bunch of Doctor Who graphics.
No, but I'm taking her out. It's our anniversary. 23rd is the most important anniversary.
Right, because every anniversary that doesn't end in divorce is the most important anniversary.
Guys, we'll see you until next time. Excelsior. I'll see you Fridays on The Sketchy Show.
Excelsior!
Excelsior!
I think this is it. I think you're about to go home. Okay. Look, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I never said thank you. And you'll never have to.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I guess I'll see you.